Pisces, welcome to your monthly reading here on the Astroflower for September. The collective reading's out and I'm calling it Just Do It in September. Auspicious September. It's really good vibration energies and I think it's going to suit you down to the ground. Saw that in your weekly readings last week. Hope you have a lovely reading. Thank you very much for being here. Overall energy is the Page of Swords, opening up this new pathway basically. This is what the overall energy is, and it's giving you a lot of clarity, bringing a lot of ideas into reality. And this is giving you clarity of thought. It's making it very vibrant, very stimulating within your life, and I think this is really good for you. This builds a real good amount of stimulation. I think more and more I think about it, more and more it makes you feel excited about life and how good it can be for you. It is opening that pathway, and the energy is doing that slowly but surely. On your relationship side, on your karmic message, you get the Nine of Swords. I really think it's saying goodbye to any sort of, with these new ideas that come from the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is cutting through any sort of repetitive nightmares, stress and strains from people who are around you that you're just not going to put up with anymore. It's just not going to be part of your life. And I think this is your karmic message to understand this. Let's just see what's going on. So we got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and that's on your relationship side. Here's on your material side. Let's just see what's going on in week 1. The Empress card. Yeah, I think this comes to an end the moment you start realizing that you have the capacity to take control over your emotions, channel what can sometimes be very chaotic and confusing energies around us, and with that channeling of that energy, everything becomes possible for you. And I think it opens up the doorway of a lot of possibilities within your relationships, because you're being realistic about things and converting those ideas into reality. And with the Queen of Wands, really powerful week here, a couple of weeks for you here, stepping into your power here, stepping into your passions and enjoying the moment. The moment you do that, enjoy the moment and be with the person you want to be with at the moment you want to be with them. You're not elsewhere, you're not thinking about anything else, you're not sort of wondering, oh, is this good or is this not good? If you're thinking that, then, you know, pull away and put your energy and your love and your emotions into something that's making you kind of going, yeah, this is really fascinating me, this is really engaging me. And then when you start doing that, that's when the magic of life comes about into your life. So yeah, the second week is really engaging with your passions and being in the here and now and enjoying this liberation from these past things. And it is going to bring in huge amounts of social activity within the third week of September. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it, Pisces. Auspicious September. Really bringing in amazing amount of sort of good vibrations and good connections with other people, really good social things. I think you're really going to enjoy it because you're not messing about anymore, Pisces. You're not just pussyfooting around. You're just kind of going, no, that's not for me, this is for me. That's the attitude that you should be taking, and that's going to sort of pay an end to any sort of like repetitive nightmares that you may have been having. And with this socializing, it's going to bring in the possibility of the unification of you and someone else or another group in the fourth week, where you're going to realize that the things that you put into life is what you're going to get back. And it's going to make you incredibly wise. It's going to make you very happy because you're going to know how to instigate or activate the happiness, not only within you, but also within the people that are around you. And people will probably look up to you in a way of sort of saying, you know, how does Pisces do that? You know, how does Pisces, you know, have that sort of air of going through life and knowing where they're going and enjoying every step? It's going to provide, it's going to take you well away from any complications that you've had in your life. Let's just see what's going on in your financial sort of side. On your karmic mission here, happiness after difficulty. Now the thing is with the Ten of Cups, is obviously that is a rainbow with holding all the 10 of cups, and that is that moment of transition of going from the rain to the sunshine. After difficulty we go into happiness. But the thing is, that doesn't happen without you going ahead and doing it, walking towards the sunshine, seeing life as it should be. So dispelling any illusions within your life. And that's what the Page of Swords is doing as well, converting great ideas into reality. And that helps you to see reality for what it is. And that's what's on your karmic path in regards to your business. Happiness is your guide. Walking away from the rain into the sunshine. That's exactly what I said. You know, being on that horse, being the leader, and being the in complete and utter control of where you should be going. Being absolutely joyous and shining light on a situation where you know why you're being happy. It could well be to do with a job, applying for a job, going for that job that you want to be doing, and you're getting the results basically by the looks of things, or getting that promotion, what you should be doing, or working in the way you should be doing, or starting that business. Whatever it is, it's going to make you happy because you're going to be really engaged in it. In the second week, you get the 4 of Cups. I've got to say that everybody's been getting, in week 2, there's to be some sort of reflection moment. And here is sort of saying, why, if you're going towards your happiness, why look for justice and compensation from the past? I wouldn't. Don't bother with that. Just walk away from it and walk towards that Ace of Cups that's being offered to you. Happiness that is being offered to you through the reality of it all, and just walking away from the idea of having to sort of try and sort of get compensation from bad wrongs. Leave those people to stew in it. If I was you, leaving a job that sort of like didn't treat you correctly, I think this is where you're walking towards happiness, and you're leaving a job, leaving a situation which just wasn't really sort of like getting for you. And you have chosen a direction from that Page of Swords. You've opened the overall energies, opening that pathway for you in order to take a direction. The Queen of Swords here she has chosen a direction. She has understood. And she has understood because she has complete and utter control over her emotions. And as she has complete and utter control over her emotions, all of a sudden she becomes the governess of her destiny. And I think this is what is happening for you in the third week, because you're not looking to the past and you're looking to the future. This is where you ultimately become control. You have complete and utter control over your destiny in regards to your material path. And connecting with the world around you and this great vibration that's happening, I think is going to really stimulate you. Once you take this direction, there is travel involved here in regards to your job and your business. There is a case of something to be said that, it's not just planning, and there is a certain degree of journeying through the planning, which is really important. But there is also there is something about traveling. So you might have to go a long way in order to do that job. But I think it's going to stimulate you in enormous amounts of ways, and the possibilities are there. And this is what you're going to be exploring. And it's gonna ask you to travel, and I think you're going to really enjoy that traveling. Actually, I think it's going to sort of stimulate you in really good ways. But it also sort of planning and realizing the world is at your fingertips with this new way of situation, or this new way of situating yourself in regards to the world that is around you. But yeah, it's taking control over your future, I think, more than anything else. Taking control over your destiny. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here with us, Pisces. Really do appreciate your support that you give this channel. Commenting, liking and sharing. Sharing is really good. That really does help us out. There's loads of links in the description below for private readings, and there's also an email that if you want to come on energy workshops with me that I'm doing in the UK, in the US and in Australia, just send us an email, tell me where you are in the world, and I will tell you where your local workshop is. Let's just go into what's going on. For the Page of Swords is the Ten of Swords, which is really good. I think this new pathway that is opening up with the overall energies here is signifying the end of a pathway that has been, you may have felt there was a little bit detrimental to you more than anything else. And I think this comes out more within the relationship side than on the financial sort of side. It's the end of something. Something is dead, done and dusted with. And I think this has to do with those repeated nightmares. Yeah, be strong, be true to yourself. You know, sometimes it's good, when you prune a tree, you've got to do it. You've got to prune it. Don't pussyfoot around, basically. And I think this is what it's saying here. Quell all your doubts, realize your strengths, say goodbye to repetitive nightmares. Let's just see what's going on with the Empress here in the first week. This is the decision you've got to make. You've got a decision here I think it's quite a hard decision in a way, because you're choosing you, and that is quite difficult for people to do, really. And choosing all the possibilities that you have. Once you do that, this is where I think choosing you will turn you into a shining example for the world that is around you. And it's the moment you choose you, this is when the possibilities come to light. The Queen of Wands, what I'm saying about something, if you're not really into the moment of where you are with someone, then what you're doing, follow the evident path. There is only one cup that is giving that beautiful, loving energy of water, that refreshing water, that refreshing emotional stimulation, and it's the evident path. So follow your passions, basically. That's what it's sort of saying in week 2 of September. In week 3, a whole new cycle is opened up because you followed your passions and you follow that evident path, and it is connecting, I think, with a whole new set of friends or situations that are around you, and it's a whole new pathway that is opening up for you. Really, really beautiful, very, very joyous, very sociable and etc., which you love. And you've got the sun, and you've got the sun twice. It's all about happiness. Let happiness be your guide, basically. And with the Hierophant here, the Hierophant knows how to create that happiness within him or within them, you know, through religious practices, by doing things. So if I like water, I would go to the beach or the river. You know, it's a no-brainer there, you know. And once I go to the river, or the beach, I know I'm going to enjoy swimming in that water and being next to that water. So I know how to provoke my happiness, and that is what the Hierophant is all about. And I think this is what you're ultimately going to be understanding. With the Ten of Cups, you get the Ace of Cups. Pisces, you really are stepping into you. You're doing it. This is what September's all about. Happiness after difficulty. Being, I think, within your financial side, your job, your business and your projects, it's just allowing your heart to be your guide, basically. Really important. Happiness and guides to do with your heart is absolutely great. What's going on with the Sun? I think there's an offering, there's a new job offering coming into you, new business, new project, whatever it is. It's going to make you feel very, very happy with this communication that's coming towards you within your life in the first week of September, which, you know, as I said, is going to give you this moment of reflection. But yes, you're being called to your judgment. You're being called to your ultimate position in regards to your job, your business and your projects. You are doing or being who you should be, basically. And when you do, you know, doing what you do best, and you know it. And once you know it, that's going to give you that clear direction to take with that Queen of Swords. And you do get the Four of Cups here. I think it's something that lingers between the 2 weeks, obviously. And I think this is where you should be just taking that direction. Don't look to the past, look to the future. Don't look for compensation from the past. This is moving from one job to another, one project to another, or one business to another, whatever it is. Just leave the positions in the past and head towards that happiness. Start calculating that forward-looking plan that you have within you by the 4th week, and realizing that this is where you're creating Two of Wands with the Two of Wands. you are creating it. All of a sudden, it's going to take a little bit of planning. It's going to need a little bit of, yeah, I think you're going somewhere. I really do. I think you're moving. I think this could well be to do with your projects. This could well be to do with your plans, moving distance and stuff like that. But whatever it is, you are, you're on the move. You're on the move, Pisces. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. I love the support you give this channel. You know, have a lovely, lovely September. Really do enjoy it. In the meantime, don't forget, I'll see you at your weekly readings at the weekend. And also, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.